Hi boys and girls. We're out here today on our great playground to talk a little bit about playground safety. That's something we come to almost every day on recess. And today I want to mention a few of the safety rules that we all need to follow when we're out here because we want kids to have fun and be challenged but not get hurt.
Hey everybody, and welcome back. Mr. Maslowski with Mr. Stratsky here. We're going to talk to you a little bit about playground safety. Now, as you know, when you are in the gym, we are always thinking safety first, and being out on recess, we need to make sure that we are definitely safe. So today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about some safety things along with the playground. We're also going to talk about some things out on the grass area. We're going to talk about things in the pavement area. We're going to talk about procedures, and I need you to make sure that you are listening today because what we're going to share with you is very important information. Now, we've had a great summer, haven't we? I know I have, and I'm excited to be at Oxbow, and I bet you guys are glad to be back. So remember, when you're on the playground, always be safe. I'm standing out on the track, and that's because one of the more important procedures that you need to know about playground safety and recess is when you come out after your awesome lunch, you are going to get into activity right away. And we're going to really work on cardiovascular fitness before you do your recess activities. So you are going to actually run the track. Now, folks, I'm telling you right now, just like in the gym, you got to make sure that you have proper shoes on. So make sure you always put a pair of tennis shoes in your locker or come with them. And these guys are starting their lap right now. That's right. So on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you're going to run the track one time, and then you're going to head on over into the playground or the grass area for the rest of your recess. All right, you've run your first lap, and now it's time to get out there and get active on the playground equipment or in the grass area. The first thing we're going to talk about is when you're in the grass area, this is a great opportunity for you to play with all kinds of friends together in a team atmosphere. Remember, sportsmanship is really key during this time. So don't be afraid to invite some of the friends that you might not know, or some of the friends that you know, and play a tag game, play football, soccer, whatever you would like to do. But remember, when you're doing those activities, make sure that you are safe at all times. One of the things I want you to be careful of is that when you're playing tag games, make sure that you do not look behind you as you're running because you're not looking forward. So make sure that when you're playing tag games, always look forward, but always have fun. This is the area of the grass that you can have an awesome time with your friends. All right, today part of recess, you've decided that you are going to play on our equipment behind you. Now remember, what you're doing out here is you're exploring. There are all kinds of wonderful opportunities for you to learn or have your body learn how to grow, move, and have a lot of fun also in the process. But there are some safety things that we need to make sure that we are aware of before we actually get out on the playground. Remember, there is no tag games inside the playground area. A lot of times, kids that are running and doing things in a tag game environment forget there are other people that are not playing tagging, unfortunately, get run into, or they may run into you. So there is no tag games on the playground equipment. Remember, there's no pushing on the playground equipment. Remember, there's no fighting. And of course, as you're going to hear a lot about in the next month, there is no bullying. Always invite a friend. If you see a friend that is not participating and is off to the distance, they may be new to our school, invite them to come and play with you and explore some great equipment. Now, there are some things that you have to be aware of on the playground equipment. When you are going down the slide, you must always go head first. So always go feet first. Remember, there's only one direction on the slide, and that is going down from the top to the bottom. You cannot climb up the slide at any time. Also, when we are doing the monkey bars, remember you must only use your hands and not your legs. You must not hang from any monkey bars anywhere in the playground area, and that includes the cargo net. So make sure that you are always climbing head up, not head down. Also, when we are on the playground equipment, one of the things that we like to do is we want to run around. Remember, when you're going from activity to activity, okay, move in a safe pace. Do not run super fast because once again, that is where you might run into somebody. As always, the playground is here to have fun, and I want you to have fun. We all want you to have fun. But remember, we must be safe at all times. Safety first. Remember, safety first here out on the playground. We are on the cargo net, and notice that they are climbing with their head up. They are not going to the top and climbing over or sitting on the top area. They're actually just climbing across the cargo net in a safe manner. Now, notice that they've come together, so how are they going to move? And move in a different direction. One is going to the bottom, while the other one will go on the top. Remember, be safe on the cargo net.
This is for 1 or 2 people to use at the same time. It's kind of fun to race your friends down. Pretty easy slide, and you know we have some harder slides on the playground too. Thanks. You'll notice she might jump up and send it back to someone else if she wants, or she can even ride it back.
When you're on the slide apparatus here on the playground, remember, make sure that you are not standing in the way of someone sliding across. And also, if you are sliding, make sure nobody is in your way.
Remember that we use the monkey bars one at a time. We take turns so that we don't interfere with each other. And when the person's done and jumps down, it's the next person's turn to get on. Boys and girls, here we are at our monkey bars and crow's nest. Our crow's nest is a big challenge to get up on top of. We can't climb any higher than you see these 2 students demonstrating. If we're up higher than that, it's not only dangerous to the people under us, but also we could fall and be badly injured. So here we are at one of our tunnels. Some kids call this the tunnel of love, just like in the gym. The tunnels are for climbing through, sitting in, or looking out the portholes. Here's one of our hardest monkey bars, or our horizontal ladder. You'll notice you have to reach uphill to get across that and then go back downhill. It's very challenging, so if you've mastered the other monkey bars, this is definitely one of our hardest here. Hi boys and girls, this is another piece of equipment we have out here that's a lot of fun and very challenging. Some people call it the balance beam or the snake. It's a lot of fun to balance and walk on. Remember that it can handle many kids at a time. I've seen as many as 10 or 12 up here, but notice how these kids are playing and being respectful of each other in their own space. Boys and girls, one thing we never do on our playground is run, because there are other people playing other things on the playground and there's lots of steel equipment we could crash into. So even though you just saw a few of our helpers showing us the game of tag, that is not a safe game to play here at school. Stop. And here, when we play tag, we want to play on our nice grass surface. Sometimes kids are tempted to climb across the top of the tunnels, and that's never okay because they're slippery, round, and someone could fall. So we always go in and through the tunnels, never on top.
One of the things that you're not allowed to do out here on the playground is when you're on the grass area, please do not hang from the soccer nets. Guys, come on, you got to get down. This is not safe.
Here we see our volunteers showing us some good ways to use the swing and some not so safe ways. I can see 1 out of the 4 people that are using it the way we expect it to. That's sitting on your pockets or on your bottom, pumping the swing higher and higher, and always swinging forward and back. You can see we got a couple people that are very dangerous swinging on their stomachs or standing. Those could lead to very bad injuries, so we do not allow that on our playground.
In closing, remember, recess is a lot of fun. Remember on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to make sure you work that heart muscle that we're going to talk about in Phy Ed class. Okay? Make sure you run, jog, or walk. When you're done, have a safe time out on the playground and out in the grass area and also in the tar area. Remember, folks, recess is here for you to have a good time. And we want you to have a good time, and we want you to smile and have a blast. But remember, always, always think safety first.